piece of hair that just won't go away, so just don't look at it for the rest of the video. Hey BookTube, how are you today? It's going to be a short video today. I am doing my TBR for the BookTubeAthon, which I'm quite excited about. Actually, last year's BookTubeAthon was the first time that I kind of really engaged with BookTube. I'd been watching it for a while, but this was like the first time that I kind of tweeted and took pictures of stuff. So it has a special place in my heart, and I will now tell you what I'm going to be reading, and we can all get excited together. So let's go. The first challenge for BookTubeAthon this year is read a book with blue on the cover. The book that I'm reading with blue on the cover is Armada by Ernest Cline, who is the author of Ready Player One. It's recently released, and I'm super excited about it. It's also actually the book for the second challenge, which is read a book by an author who shares the same first letter of your last name. And my last name starts with a C, and so does Ernest's. So thanks, Ernest. Challenge 3 is to read someone else's favourite book. For this challenge, I'm actually reading another booktuber's favourite book, and that is Kirsty on Books. I will link her channel below. Her favourite book is To Kill a Mockingbird. Let's get this in. Yep. It's To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. I've never read the book before, so I'm really excited to finally get around to this like really famous classic, especially with all the hype that's been happening with the new sequel. So I'm excited to read this, and Kirsty, I'm reading this for you, so wish me luck. Challenge 4 is to read the last book that you acquired, and I'm kind of cheating with this book because I'm not starting this book just in BookTubeAthon. I'm actually reading it right now, and it is the Hopkins manuscript by R.C. Sheriff, who you might know is the author of the play Journey's End, and I just bought it in London at the BookTube meetup, and I'm really liking it so far, but it is quite slow, so I'm not sure I'm going to finish it before the BookTubeAthon starts, so I am using this as a kind of cheat, and I will just be finishing however much I've got of this book, and it will be for the last book that I acquired challenge, so thanks, Sheriff. Challenge 5 is to read a book without letting go of it, which I think is a really cool challenge, and I'm quite excited for it, but I did kind of wimp out and I chose a really small book. It's one of the little black classics with the ATP ones that Penguin released earlier this year. And this one is The Old Nurse's Story by Elizabeth Gaskell. I did say I wanted to read this earlier in the year, but I didn't get to it, so I'm going to read it for this. And it's only 52 pages, I think, yeah, or 53, so it really shouldn't take me that long, and I can hopefully read it without letting go of the book. Yeah, we'll see. For 6, it's read a book that you really want to read, and then to be honest, Ernest Cline's Armada is probably my most anticipated book at the moment, but I wanted to save it for BookTubeAthon. It just went with a lot of the challenges because it's blue and Cline has the C, so I'm saving it for next week, but it is a book that I really want to read, so it does fit for that challenge as well. The last challenge, Challenge 7, is to read 7 books, and if you can count, you can see that this is 4 books. So I have 3 books on standby that I will read if I'm able to get to them. So I will show you them. Now. One of them is The Virgin Suicides by Jeffrey Eugenides. It's one that I've always kind of wanted to read. I've heard lots of good things about it. Yeah. Can't really say much, and it's like not super long, so it's a good kind of readathon read, I think. So there's that. The next one is one that was highly recommended by Jean's Bookish Thoughts on her channel, and I saw it and I was kind of intrigued because it's about dragons, and that is Tooth and Claw by Jo Walton, and it's described here as the Pride and Prejudice of the dragon world. So how can you not read that? That sounds really cool, and I cannot stress enough how much I like dragons. And then the final of the potential 3 is Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury, because I've never read it before, and I love 1984 and dystopian fiction, and I'm kind of surprised that I haven't read this yet, so it's definitely on my to-read list. But that is it for the BookTubeAthon reading list. These are all the books that I'm reading for BookTubeAthon. Leave a comment below what you're reading, or leave a link to a video that you've made saying your reading list. Say if you've read any of these books and really like them, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!